Welcome to the Crazy House Saloon. I am Melonia, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to find out if he or she is cheating. I struggled with making this video for a while, but I feel like others should know this information and maybe it will help them. Sometimes not knowing is better, but in my case, I needed to know. A quick disclaimer. I am remarried and I am very happy. I'm not showing this because I'm a crazy ex or trying to cause this person issues. I am only doing it to help others and show them the lengths someone will go to cheat. There are many red flags and signs that will let you know if someone is cheating. I came up with 11 signs from my personal experience. Before I give you the information on how to catch a cheater and have solid proof, I feel like I need to give you a bit of a background story of how and why I researched and got this information. This was done 100% on my own. We started dating early 2012 and both had been married previously. I had only been married one time prior, and he had been married twice. We married October 2012 and gained primary custody of his youngest child shortly after getting married. This child was with me 98% of the time due to his father's work schedule. I got him ready for school every day, took him to school, picked him up, helped him with his homework, taught him to read, write. I bathed him. I made his breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I was his sole caregiver. We purchased a new home in November of 2014. Shortly after, we also purchased a new truck for him. In April of 2015, he surprised me with a new car that I liked. Of course, that was with my credit. Late May, early June, he started continuing education to receive a higher certification in the same line of work he was currently doing. That was in the medical field. He was at the hospital many times a day due to his current employment. Then he started clinicals at the same hospital. These were often overnight. June 2015, he decided he was not happy in our relationship. The new home was less than a year old. He began to have more clinicals overnight than usual and picking up extra shifts at work. 2 weeks before we separated, he became very mean, cruel, and would often give me the silent treatment. He slept in a different room, claimed there was not somebody else, made me feel like I was crazy and losing my mind. I even started seeing a counselor. I felt he was cheating, but every person in my family continued to say, no, there's no way. He always confessed his love for me on social media. He would call my family when we had an argument, crying. He was very needy. He did not want me out of his sight. Of course, that was until June 2015. What you are about to see are screenshots of text messages between my ex and a woman. This woman worked at the hospital he frequented for work and for his clinicals. There's a reason I am showing you these messages. I want you to see the crazy lies that were said, but most importantly, I want you to see what I retrieved. Don't worry, I blacked out the names and the phone numbers so privacy would not be violated. Starting July 2015, he stopped coming home. Even before, when he was acting like a jerk, he would still come home at night. It would just be really late. This is the reason I kept having a hard time believing he was cheating. After a couple of days, I looked up the phone bill online and saw he was having long conversations and texting with someone all day. I pulled his iCloud online to see his contacts. Keep in mind, he had my name as his contact under Baby the whole time we were together. I checked his contacts and my phone number was still under Baby, and the number he was having the long conversations with was a man's name. I knew who this man was, and he was older, so I thought maybe he was just seeking advice. When the 4th of July weekend came around and there was a charge to a clothing store, I thought it was really odd because he had plenty of clothes at home. I again had a feeling that maybe he was going out for the night, but I wasn't sure who with. Maybe it was his friends. I just really didn't know. And this is all while I was home, depressed, trying to figure out how I was going to afford all of the bills on my own with just my income. As the evening came and I had a few glasses of wine, I decided to take a look at the iCloud again and track him by Find My Phone. There is a way you can track it without the person who has the phone knowing you're doing it. So I watched him leave the city he worked in and drive over an hour to a larger city where there are larger bars and clubs. I still thought maybe he was with his friends. Again, it was 4th of July weekend and it was Saturday night. By this time, I had more wine and I was getting pissed by the minute. I decided I was going to get dressed and I was going to go where he was at and confront him. I had a family member talk me out of it, telling me it would just make things worse and I would probably end up looking like a fool. So I sat home and I continued to watch the little red dot as it moved. As it got close to midnight, the dot moved from inside the club to the parking lot. And then it sat in the parking lot for quite some time, maybe about an hour, maybe a little less. Then the dot left and went back to the city where he worked in. And it went to the hospital parking lot. There the dot sat for a little bit longer, 30 minutes or so. How strange is that? I had no idea what the heck is going on. When the dot left and went back to his work, I decided to give him a call. I asked him how he was doing. He said he was sleeping because he had ran calls all day. What a freaking liar. So I asked him why he's lying and told him I knew where he had been and asked him why he was sitting in the parking lot of the hospital for so long. I really thought he was going to tell me he was dropping off one of his friends. Nope. Instead, he got very irate and said, "Are you following me? Why are you following me?" I told him no, but he had just told on himself. So I pulled up the iCloud again and took a peek at the contacts. I saw Baby again, but it wasn't my phone number. Yep, it was the number that was showing up as the man from when I looked at it before. And my number was now under my actual name. There it was. I was right. What a damn liar. By this time, it was getting really late, and I still didn't know who this girl was. So I called her. I mean, she did just get home from a date with my husband. I had a right, and I felt that she should know he was married. She answered. She tried to play dumb. She said that she didn't know he was married. Of course, I would later find out by reading the text messages that she did know, and she even made comments about him wearing his wedding ring. But she was no angel. She was in a long-term committed relationship for 10 years, and they were living together. Of course, I was able to get her full name, which I will show you how I did that. And you know, it's such a small world because her boyfriend and I have mutual close friends. He got a call from me that following Monday after I read all the messages and viewed all the photos. He didn't believe me, so I sent him the proof. And of course, there's no denying that. Long story short, they ended up getting married after all this, the girl and her boyfriend. But I've recently heard they're already divorced, which that was a given. But in my case, I needed to know. I needed evidence. He was not going to admit it, but I had my gut feeling telling me something was going on. After I show these messages, I will show you where to go and how to get this information. Again, use this at your own risk. Don't go digging unless you are ready to find something, because most likely you will, or you wouldn't be digging now, would you? What you're looking at is messages from him to me. These are deleted messages. That's why you do not see actually my responses. But these are important because they show dates. This one shows April 2015, where he sent me messages about buying me a new car. Of course, it was with my credit, but he would later brag and say he got it for me like a gift. But I don't consider a gift if it's something you. We go on through April, and he texts me many times telling me how much he loves me and blah, blah, blah. This third slide is interesting. Notice the June dates. Yep, that's June 2015. There were others after this throughout June, but I honestly just could not stomach to look at any more of this. As we go through the screenshots, the last ones is what it actually looks like on the computer screen. It looks just like it does on the phone. You can do this with the Android or iPhone. Also, any messages that you see in red, that means that they were deleted by him. I noticed the ones that were deleted were when he was on his way home, probably because he didn't want me to see them. I'm not going to read all the messages to you. They still kind of make me sick to my stomach thinking about all the lies and the financial burden he put me through. You can pause or go back and read them yourself. Less than 2 weeks, they can't get enough of each other and miss each other so much. This is all while I was working full time, taking care of his kids, and I had no idea what was going on. These messages between him and her remind me of that song, Don't Go Breaking My Heart. You all know it. Here they're already starting to talk about our kids. Geez, in 2 weeks, they're our kids. This is where it gets really interesting. I'm still working my butt off every day, taking care of his kid, and he's still coming home every night. At this point, I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on. I did black out his boy's name, but you can see he told her I made him get both of their belongings out. We did discuss during our separation talks around this time and agreed that the boy would stay with me and he would pick him up on his off days. And here he talks about he thinks I'm seeing someone. Go back to the red flags. They will accuse you when they are the one actually doing the cheating. He's so worried he's pushing her away after 2 weeks of them being madly in love and ready to spend the rest of their lives together. Oh, yeah, there's a problem. He's still married. This is pretty comical at this point. Oh, baby, I'm falling in love with you, and it really scares me. What a freaking douchebag. Pansy ass. Baby, if this is a dream, don't wake me up. Please don't. I want to take you away, just me and you. How about to the beach? This is the same load of crap he used to do to me. Just you and me, not our kids. And yeah, we went to the beach. But guess who paid? Yep, that would be me. He's trying so hard to convince her he is madly in love with her, and she needs to be too. Notice how he starts freaking out when she doesn't reply right away. And again, he's freaking out. Are you okay? And again, but I love you. I really do. Are you okay? You're not responding to me. I'll stay up all night until you talk to me. I'm needy and I'm scared you might be having sex with your boyfriend. Oh my God, I'm so worried about you. I was so worried you were screwing your boyfriend of 10 years, and that is why you're not responding. Side note, she was. I talked to him. He told me they had sex the whole time and confirmed dates. This is even more comical. This is when he stopped coming home, and I knew something was up. Not to mention, he is still using our checking debit account, and I can see all his purchases. Yep, even those flowers. Of course, he lied about that. They met up a lot at the gym. I guess that was just a good alibi. Oh my gosh, I hate when I have to work so much and I don't get to profess my undying love to you over and over and over again. I can't wait until you're in my arms forever and we can tongue kiss every night. Oh no, her boyfriend's on his way home. Oh wow, she took his towel after they showered at the gym. Can you even do that? I guess if nobody's paying attention. Are you sure I'm not pushing you away because I'm so needy and I need you to love me and I need to hear you love me so we can run off in the sunset with our broke asses and no place to live with our children? Here's some more bullshit. I've fallen for you, but I'm scared to say the words. I'm scared. I'm scared if I say them, it will be true and you'll want me to be with you. And I can't because I'm still screwing my boyfriend. Oh, baby, baby, baby. He's so full of shit. Seriously. All these men, they've just treated you so bad. But I'm not like that, says the guy who's still married, treating his wife like shit. Uh-oh. They're getting ready for their big date. Okay, so this is just an actual picture of the computer screen. This is what it's going to look like when you download it. Of course, it's going to look a lot better on your computer screen. At the time, I was literally using my phone, taking pictures and sending this stuff to like my sister and my family so they could see the crap I was seeing. At the top, you'll notice it says to baby, and I blacked out her phone number, even though I don't owe either one of them any kindness or generosity. like how he tries to find all kinds of ways to bring her something so he can see her and lick her face, I guess. July 3rd. That was their date. Uh-oh, we gotta get ready. Can't wait to see you. And I know these are hard to see, but you get the idea. They were counting down those hours and minutes all day for that moment. Their date. This is actually when I was tracking him and following that little red dot. Uh-oh, she made it home. You can see he deleted that message because that's when I called him and he knew I was already on to him. Oh, I don't know how much longer I can go without you. I didn't want you to leave me. I didn't want you to go. I just wanted you to stay in my arms all night. I can't handle not being in your arms. I'm ready to have you all night. Then she says, oh, I wish I could be on your chest and in your arms and sleep. As you can imagine, by July 3rd and July 4th, I was able to dig all this up and get my hardcore proof. I then demanded him to come get his belongings on July 5th, and whatever he left after that, it was in the trash. You see, I had the upper hand in this situation. I was now in control. Okay, so enough with the immature grossness. It is time for me to reveal how I got all this hardcore proof that gave me 100% control in my divorce. I did not have an attorney. I did everything myself. I did the paperwork, including the marital belongings. I made him even sign over the house, which I turned around and sold and walked away with some cash in my pocket. If you're going to track someone, you need to know it is not legal. I don't know what those charges could be because I honestly didn't care. If you have that Find My Phone or Find My Friend feature, make sure you have it turned on both you and your target's phone. Another way, which is the Find My Phone feature, and that's what I used, you just log into the iCloud on a computer. I set up his username and password so I still had access, and we were still on the same phone plan, so I really don't consider that illegal. You can also use Google Maps to track someone. You will need their Google login and password. I had his too. The dummy had me set up all his stuff and never changed it. There's also apps you can download onto the target's phone without them even knowing. It is a hidden app. Just Google it and you can find a list of it. In my case, this was not an option. So here is the mothership. This is what I use to download everything from his iPhone. It's called Wondershare from Dr. Phone. I'll link this and everything else in my description. This included text messages, photos, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, and everything that was deleted from those apps. There's something else I've used before and I used during this time. It's called Spy Dollar, and it's just on the web. You can Google it. You can just type in Spy Dollar on your Google search bar. It will let you know if it's a landline or if it's a mobile number once you type the phone number in there. You can get the name of the phone number owner. If it's a mobile phone, you can even listen to the voicemail. Their phone doesn't actually ring when you do this, or at least all the different times that I've tried it, it's never rang on the other end, and I've tried it on myself. My goal for this video was to help someone that was going through what I went through. I was at my breaking point. No, scratch that. I was breaking. I was being mentally screwed by someone. I have people ask me all the time for help, and I do my best to give them all the tools. But I'm always upfront about what you could find and how it will turn your life upside down. I got lucky and I was able to turn my emotional trauma around as soon as I found out he was indeed cheating. I put my big girl panties on and I took back control. By the time I was done with him, he had nothing but the clothes he could fit in his truck. He is also remarried, of course, not to this home record featured in these messages. And I hope he's not doing the exact same thing to her as he did to me and his other two wives. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to your gut feeling. There were many things that happened early on in the relationship that I should not have dismissed. I really hope this helps someone, and maybe I will do another video about filing for divorce without needing or paying for an attorney. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like this video and would like to see more, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and turn on your notification bell to get alerts when I upload a new video. Who knows, maybe I'll do a live stream sometime. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, be kind to one another.